Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world.
Very nice.
We're looking at Warrior Queen. To be specific, we're looking at the 69-minute version of Warrior Queen, which means there is nudity, but the more adult stuff has been cut out.
Accept apologies for my miserable wife, Philomena.
Now, it may seem as if we've stepped over the softcore threshold, but the film does feature such cult figures as Sybil Danning and Donald Pleasence.
Silence! I want some silence! Silence!
Acting his toga off as Clodius, the consul of the ancient Roman city of Pompeii.
I know we cannot hope to compare with the marvels of Rome.
He's not wrong. Rome wasn't built in a day, but I bet this was. Danny, meanwhile, plays badass Berenice.
Give me money! Come on!
Who has come to Pompeii to check out the local upside-down sex slave market.
We can do better than that.
50 sesterces.
125.
She fails to get the girl she wants and leaves in a huff. We also meet gladiator/charioteer Marcus, and you know he's the hero from what a complete jackass he is.
You loved me once.
I've loved many women once.
But the story really follows Vespa, the girl that Berenice was after.
This is from your tribe of Palestine.
Sold to a brothel, she is now prepared for her duties. Well, one of you must have a line. See, that would have been an opportunity to speak. If someone spoke, they could tell me what the hell that was. Although the scene does become less ambiguous. Well, they certainly captured the reality of that situation. Her first night on duty, Vespa meets some of the other girls.
You should know, eh, Veneria?
Veneria doesn't get that much business.
Then why did she stay?
She spoke! For the first 25 minutes, I thought Vespa was mute, and she might as well be. She is the lead character, but in the entire movie, she has 6 lines, including... For all I know, she was really chatty in the sex scenes, but I can almost hear the director saying, "Trust me, it's better if you don't speak." And you have to wonder how bad she was when you see everyone else.
This is the woman I choose for tonight.
Vespa winds up with bad guy Goliath, but is saved by Marcus. Furious to discover that people are paying for sex in this brothel, whereas he came in to, use the bathroom. Yeah, that's it.
She's mine.
Goliath takes out his rage in the amphitheatre during a game of gladiatorial frisbee. Incidentally, don't heckle the gladiators. Through careful use of footage borrowed from the last days of Pompeii, these scenes create an illusion of scale. Then piss it away. Maybe this arena's not as big as it looks. Marcus now takes Vespa on a date, by which I mean...
Marcus wants to purchase you for an outing by the Herculaneum woods.
So many love stories start with the word purchase. Without going into details, the date ends in kidnap, assault, and beheading. But the good guys win out. Nobody speak, you're all terrible. If you're trying to follow the plot, don't. It's a series of encounters between one-dimensional people, like Clodius's wife, who used to be Marcus's girl, but...
Philomena, you've become a pathetic old whore.
And I prefer mine young. Someone explain to me how this man is the hero.
Listen to him.
Now, As this is set in Pompeii, last days of Pompeii again, and for the last 10 minutes of the movie, I'd guess you were seeing more of the 1959 film than the 1987 one. 1987? Seriously? These pillars get lighter as you lift them. Anyway, Clodius is trampled. The slave trader is nailed in the back by Berenice. And Vesper. She can't even panic convincingly. Just carry her out of the movie. Most of the good guys make it, and outside of the city, they meet to take stock. Well, I guess at times like this, there's nothing to say. On the hills beyond Pompeii, they share an emotional farewell. How bad was the acting that every time someone opened their mouth, the director just went, "No, no, cut"? Also, where did the city go? I don't know, maybe the sex scenes had some important plot points in them. Thanks for watching. For new bad movie reviews every Monday, subscribe here. We haven't reviewed a lot of Roman films. What are we missing? Let us know in the comments below.